Rockstar Games just put out a brand new trailer for the DLC that's going to be arriving in just a few short days, Agents of Sabotage here in Grand Theft Auto Online. We'll be talking about all the details in this video today. So on their Newswire page, Rockstar says GTA Online Agents of Sabotage coming December 10th. Watch the new trailer, which we'll look at in a second. Former FIB operative turned rogue agent Jody Marshall has a serious grudge against her former handlers. She's maintained backdoor access to the Bureau's files and is not above exploiting this privileged information for personal gain. Take ownership of the Darnell Bros garment factory, where plans for some of Los Santos' most legendary crimes have been hatched, and use it as a covert ops installation in GTA Online Agents of Sabotage. Partner with Jody in addition to a familiar face, your first mate Pavel from the Cayo Perico heist. Together you'll utilize the latest clandestine tech to zero in on some of the city's preeminent scores in this thrilling new GTA Online update. Coming December 10th on PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Watch the new trailer above. So before we get into the trailer, a couple of things to note. A, it's coming out on all the systems you expect, the old generation, new generation, and PC, and it's arriving on December 10th, so in exactly 1 week. We also know there's going to be a new character coming, and that is former FIB operative turned rogue agent Jody Marshall. We'll actually see her in the trailer itself. We also know where this is going to be taking place, or at least where our headquarters is going to be taking place. That's going to be at the Darnell Bros garment factory. And they even sneak in a little Easter egg in there to single player, where plans for some of Los Santos' most legendary crimes have been hatched. Obviously referring to the Vangelico jewelry heist. And then we know that there's going to be a returning character, Pavel, from the Cayo Perico heist as well, that's going to be helping us along in these missions. So let's start off with the trailer. We're going to break this down slowly and frame by frame. It starts with a obviously massive explosion and a terabyte heading towards us. Rockstar have actually confirmed that the terabyte is going to be getting some significant updates in this DLC, like the ability to actually track collectibles. We might see a little bit of that later on. We can also see that there's going to be 2 new vehicles featured in the shot too. On the right, we can see our new Bravado Banshee. That was featured in one of the screenshots that Rockstar revealed the last time they talked about this DLC. And it also looks like there's a new, I want to say, Dinka vehicle. It's this orangey sort of red car with the carbon fiber hood. That can be seen on the left, and they're being chased by 2 Buzzard attack choppers. So I would assume that's going to be a part of one of our in-game missions. Rockstar likes to use the missions for trailer footage. It then transitions to Pavel and Jody Marshall talking to our new character. You can see she looks kind of grumpy, that's for sure, but I guess former FIB agents are going to be slightly grumpy. In this shot right here, you can also see what looks to be some CCTV footage of what I assume is going to be the outside of the Darnell Bros garment factory. I'm assuming this is the revamped inside of it. Might look a little bit different from what it did in single player. We then transition to this shot of the Jester RR, which looks like it has a brand new livery on there. That thing looks absolutely sick. Jumping to a shot of a massive server farm. I'm not sure where this is quite yet, but based on the fact the very next shot jumps us to inside the Darnell Bros garment factory, it looks like that's where it's going to be taking place. I see a handful of things going on in this shot right here. Pavel looks like he's sitting on the couch, Jody hanging out in the background, and this looks like it's going to be our desk operations right here. And then we have our main character sitting at this desk, and it looks like that's going to be our main workstation where we're going to be running all these different missions. And if we zoom in, the only thing we can see is that the name of the business, or at least the program in which you log into, is called Darnell Inc., which should be fitting based on the fact it's at the Darnell Garment Factory. And then there's a couple of different awards and trophies that can actually be seen on the desk. I would assume those are earned by completing various missions. You've got some crazy totem, a couple of other different unique looking awards like an Easter egg and whatnot, a hand holding a phone, there's a coffee cup, there's a ton of different monitors on this workstation. So really cool stuff right there. That sort of showcases the inside of the Darnell Garment Bros work factory. We get a quick shot of one of our characters seemingly taking like a hard drive from one of the servers earlier and then quickly transitioning back to our character working at the desk. We've also got a mission that apparently is going to involve the cargo plane, which is always a ton of fun. The cargo plane hasn't been featured in GTA Online for a long time, and it looks like we'll be escaping in the Tula. This next shot is super cool as we're rolling up to the Darnell Garment Bros factory in the new Bravado Banshee GTS that is featured on the right, as well as a brand new FIB Terabyte. That's cool. I don't know if this is just a livery that you can apply on there, if we're going to get a special FIB Terabyte for these missions in particular, but it looks awesome. And then as the scene progresses, you can again see another livery for the Jester RR, as well as another vehicle. It's that orange car in the background. I'm not sure if that's a new vehicle. It certainly looks like it might be one. There isn't enough of the car that's shown off for us to tell. Either way, pretty awesome. The next part of the trailer has us using night vision and breaking a display case, robbing what looks to be some electronics or like a piece of a server. I can't really tell what he's ultimately picking up there, but it certainly feels like stealth is going to be a big part of these missions. Again, showing off the crazy server farm that might be in our workstation. Before jumping back to another police chase, there is a lot of police cars in the background, but it also looks like it features a handful of new vehicles. We get to see the Bravado Banshee GTS, as well as that Dinka vehicle from earlier, the Jester RR with the livery, and also a police version of the Invetero Coquette, which looks very cool. It then transitions to a scene of us racing RCXD cars down Hollywood Boulevard, which is very interesting, right in front of the Chinese theater. Again, I can only assume a lot of the things that they've shown off in this trailer are going to be used in the various missions that we do, so expect one mission to involve RCXDs. Again, transitioning back to talking to Pavel and Jody Marshall. There's also going to be an E-Cola machine in our office, so there's going to be a lot of little knickknacks where you can like get snacks or get cola to heal yourself, stuff like that. The next shot of the trailer presumably jumps us into another mission as boats are fighting buzzard attack choppers, and the one that looks like it's blown up on the left, I think that's the police predator boat that we're going to ultimately get for free. It then transitions us to inside of the Terabyte. Again, I'm not sure if this is the brand new FIB Terabyte or if this is our Terabyte that is just receiving an update like for liveries or whatnot. And last but not least, it brings us to this scene right here in the underground tunnels where we're going to be getting this new vehicle, which looks like a mini version of like a modern tank. How cool is that? Look at the crazy firepower on this. It's shooting out lasers and whatnot as the cars explode in the background as it transitions to Agents of Sabotage coming December 10th. Now, Rockstar Games also posted some pretty cool artwork for the Agents of Sabotage DLC. It's sort of broken down into quadrants. Let's start in the top left. You can see this is our night vision guy that we saw from the trailer. Also features that new laser tank with like the, ram on the front. And it also looks like there's something exploding in the sky instead of helicopters, cars. So one mission is definitely going to involve that tank sort of in the Mount Chiliad-esque area. Staying in the bottom left, you can see one of them maybe looks like a deep sea dive where we've got to acquire something from a sunken plane. This might be the cargo plane one because in the trailer, you could actually see it on fire, which you can only assume that means the plane is going down, probably somewhere in the water. Bottom right, you can see the new Bravado Banshee GTS. That thing looks absolutely beautiful. And in the top right, you can see, I don't know if this guy is stealing these items or artifacts or is placing them on the desk, but it seems like those totems are quite valuable. So it'll be interesting to see how those are played out. And then you can see our main character in the very front with Jody Marshall, our brand newest character in the right. And then, of course, the Agents of Sabotage logo right in the front as well. And one thing to note about one of those totems, the one that looks like it's a tropical bird or a parrot, that's actually one of the collectibles that you can get in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So is there a conspiracy going on right here? Rockstar Games has a collectible that is straight from Vice City. We know where GTA 6 is going to take place. That might be something to discuss a little bit further, but I just found that to be very interesting. So I think this update looks absolutely awesome. The only other interesting thing that I was able to notice is sometimes Rockstar does this on the newswire. They've got like a sort of fingerprint lock icon that you can see at the very bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the logo used for like something on your phone, if indeed there is an app connected to this update, or if that's how you ultimately log into the computer that we saw in the trailer. Either way, it gets me really excited. This could be the final Grand Theft Auto Online Winter DLC. I mean, if you think about it, GTA 6 is supposed to be here fall 2025. They're not going to have a GTA Online update if GTA 6 is here in the fall of 2025. So maybe Agents of Sabotage is our final Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, at least for the winter. I'd love to hear what you guys think, though, in those comments down below about this DLC. It looks like we're going to get some brand new cars, some crazy missions, a new office. It'll be interesting to see what the price of that is, and so much more. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. We're going to be doing lots of videos over the next couple of days, and of course, when the update comes out, I'll be showing you guys all the new content, all the new crazy stuff that comes out from this DLC. So subscribe, leave a like rating on this video. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.